a pilot and you are ready to move up from that embarrassing, goofy-looking Bonanza? I don't blame you, Timmy. It's time to move out of the Little League and join the varsity team. That's right, it's Comanche time, baby! The Comanche 250 is the only plane for you, my friend. Time to kick off those training wheels. The Comanche train is coming to town, and you have a one-way ticket to flying high, fast, and in style, the way God intended. If you love airworthiness directives, you are going to love the Piper Comanche. The Piper Comanche has a list of ADs that's longer than your last cross-country flight. By the time you are done reading through them at annual, it will be time for your next annual. And as we all know, the more airworthiness directives, the more airworthy the plane. The Comanche 250 is a high-performance, complex, and stylish aircraft built for the pilot that's going places. Now, what about payload? The 250 will carry 4 modern pilot-sized humans, fuel, bags, and still have enough payload left over to accommodate their massive egos. The back seat of the Comanche 250 is very roomy. It has enough legroom for 2 of your largest friends and all of their legs. The Comanche 250 features this manual transmission to prevent millennials from driving it without your permission. What about flaps? Piper really put the man in manual when it created the flap system. Sorry, Nancy boy, you are going to have to hit the gym if you want to slow this baby down. In addition to manual flaps, the Comanche 250 features state-of-the-art electric landing gear. Speaking of landing gear, do not make eye contact with the landing gear on a Comanche. Do not touch it. Do not look at it. Do not talk about it. The Comanche landing gear components are made mostly from raw spaghetti noodles, glass, and a little bit of hope. It is over 1,000 parts that are all mad at one another and ready to start a mosh pit under your wing as soon as it touches the runway. The Comanche has 250 horsepower, cruises at 160 knots, and has a baggage compartment large enough to store a full-size Grumman traveler. Do you need to take a smoke break, but you work in a smoke-free zone? No problem. The motto of the Comanche pilot is smoke 'em if you got 'em. We've got ashtrays for days. Where better to smoke than in your massively cavernous Piper Comanche? Need a little extra trim? Well, the Comanche is trimmed using the window crank handle from a 1972 Ford Torino. The handle is placed overhead on the ceiling where it will stay until it falls onto the floor behind your seat. That's where the real fun begins. In '61, Piper added toe brakes due to a growing number of pilots that had toes. What? You don't have toes? No worries. You can fly from the right seat. Not everyone has toes, but everyone is welcome in the Piper Comanche. This plane can climb to a ceiling of 22,000 feet where it will begin to burn a reasonable amount of fuel. Is it getting hot in here? Actually, no. The Comanche has more vents than the typical American studio apartment. Now, if it does get too hot, you can always add the Wind Deflector 2000 Extreme. Wind Deflector 2000 Extreme, not shown because I just ordered mine from Sporty's and it hasn't arrived yet in the mail. It's time to congratulate yourself, Timmy. You are the proud owner of a sleek, stylish low-rider that will do whatever you ask of it. You can feel good that you didn't settle for a 182, a Cirrus, or a silly little Bonanza. You've made the right choice. Now go fly your plane higher and faster than you ever have before. It's Comanche time, baby!
Click this link to see the most recent video upload. Click this link to see a video that YouTube thinks you might like. Click this link to subscribe to my channel.